let us solve this question. It was asked in CAT 2024, slot 1. Question number was 20. It was from quadratic equation topic. The problem says that if the equations x square plus mx plus 9 and x square plus nx plus 17, these two quadratic equations, and there is another one, have a common negative root, then the problem is asking you to identify the value of 2m plus 3n. It was a theta problem. How should we approach this one? Say I have got two equations. This is my equation number 1. So I'll say that if let us assume that a is the common root in all these three quadratic equations, right? Now, so the very first equation will become what? Since x equals to a, so it is a square plus m times of a plus 9 is equal to 0. That is going to be your equation number 1. How about equation number 2? It becomes, because a is a common root out here, so a square plus n times a plus 17 equals 0. So what do we have out here? We have got these two equations. What if you add them up? If you add them up, what is that you're going to have? You're going to have 2 times a square plus a times m plus n, and then 9 plus 17, it will become 26, right? Now let us see where is our third equation. Our third equation is x square plus m plus n times x plus 35 equals to 0. So if a is a common root out here, so this equation will become what? A square, right? Because x is equal to a, and then you have got a times m plus n plus 35. What do we want? We want to find out the value of a. The moment we find out the value of a, our problem becomes really simple. So what is that I suggest out here? Subtract the second equation from the first one, and if you do so, these two are gone, isn't it? And 2a square minus a square, it will become a square, and this is a square. Positive 26 minus 35, it is minus 9, and hence a square will become 9. And we might say that since a square is equal to 9, the value of a will become either positive or negative 3. But have a look at the problem. It says that if these equations have a common negative root, so a will have two values, positive 3 and negative 3. What is the value that we should be looking out for? It is minus 3, because the negative root is common in these three quadratic equations, right? So we have found out the value of that common negative root. Now, if we plug in the value of a here, please understand, if we plug in the value of a here, we will be able to find out the value of m. And if you plug in over here, you should be able to find out the value of n. And if you understand m and n, you should be able to find out the value of 2m plus 3n. So how do we do that? Let us put the value of a in the first equation. If you do so, it is going to be what? A square is 9. Because a is negative 3, so this becomes 3 times of m plus 9 equals 0. So 3m becomes 18, value of m is 6, right? And then if you plug in the value of a in the second equation, it is a is minus 3 square is 9, then 3 times of n plus 17 is equal to 0. So the value of 3n is 9 plus 17, it is 26. What is that they are asking you? They are asking you to find out 2m plus 2m is what? Since m is 6, 2m becomes 12, and the value of 3n we have found out as 26. So what is going to be the value of 2m plus 3n? It is 38, isn't it? It's pretty simple. So this is what it was. Problem was really very simple. You needed to have basics of quadratic equation to solve this problem, right?